I've been dating Becca for 6 months now, and everything seemed to be going great until her birthday 2 months ago. That night, I met a lot of her friends for the first time, and I thought we had a fantastic time. But when I took Becca home, she asked me what I thought of her friend Sadie. I'd only exchanged a couple of sentences with Sadie, so I said she seemed cool. Then Becca asked if I thought Sadie was pretty. I said she was, but not nearly as pretty as Becca. I thought that was a safe answer, but Becca reacted differently than I expected. She seemed upset, saying, "So you do think she's pretty? I knew it. Pretty and cool." I shrugged it off, thinking she was just drunk. I brought her some Gatorade and helped her to bed. The next morning, Becca called to apologize. She explained that Sadie was conventionally attractive and had a history of taking men that Becca liked. She didn't want that to happen to me. I assured her it wouldn't. I told her that with all the new faces, I hardly remembered what Sadie looked like. I even suggested that if Sadie was such a problem, she might want to distance herself from her. But for the past 2 months, Sadie has come up in nearly every conversation. Did I follow Sadie on Instagram? Had I talked to her since the party? Even when I complimented Becca, she would bring up Sadie. Just last week, I told her how great she looked in a new pair of jeans. And she spiraled about how much money she spent just to look decent, while Sadie looked like a supermodel in Walmart jeans. I know Becca has some deep-seated insecurities, and I've tried to reassure her. I remind her constantly that she's beautiful, smart, and has a great life. I've even suggested therapy, but she dismissed it as a waste. It's exhausting, and while I understand it's her issue, it's starting to wear me down too. Things reached a breaking point when I received an Instagram DM from Sadie. She said she thought I was cute and wanted to hang out. The messages kept coming, saying she knew I was with Becca, but thought I could do better. I took a screenshot and blocked her immediately. When I showed Becca the screenshot, I expected her to freak out. Instead, she kissed me and said she knew she could trust me. I was confused. She explained that she had Sadie DM me as a loyalty test. Apparently, it's a common thing for women to do when they have a conventionally attractive friend. I was dumbfounded. I thought this kind of thing only happened in movies. I asked Becca if her anxiety over Sadie was real, or if she had faked it. She said it was real, but now that she knew I was loyal, she wasn't worried anymore. She tried to kiss me again, but I pulled away. This might have solved her problems, but it created new ones for me. I've done everything to show her my loyalty, and it took a fake DM for her to trust me. What if she made another hot friend? Would we have to go through this again? I told her I needed some space. Becca doesn't understand why I've been distant. She thinks everything is resolved because I proved my loyalty. But ironically, I think this might be the breaking point for me. I really like Becca, but I can't be with someone who has zero faith in me. I need to communicate how deeply this affected me without invalidating her feelings. A lot of you have been asking for an update, so here's what happened in the days that followed. I read many of the comments, and while some suggested I ghost her or even hook up with Sadie, I wasn't planning on doing either. Becca has so many redeeming qualities. She's kind, smart, and driven. Despite the test, I thought she was worth it. After a couple of days with minimal communication, Becca asked to meet up. I had planned to explain that while I understood her anxiety, her behavior wasn't acceptable. But she surprised me by apologizing first. She opened up about her past and acknowledged that what she did was wrong. It was the first time she'd been candid with me. But then she let it slip that the account that DM'd me wasn't actually Sadie. It was a bot account she created to impersonate her. Sadie had no idea those messages were sent. I was appalled. I can handle anxiety and mental health issues, but impersonating someone online crossed a line for me. I ended things on the spot. Becca tried to call and text afterward, but she eventually stopped. Even through her delusion, I think she knows it's over. I genuinely wish her the best. She has great qualities, but she's seriously messed up in many ways. I can't help her anymore.